Okay, once again, very good afternoon to one and all. So now let us take up the next important program, the program to perform matrix multiplication with the help of 2D arrays. So now let us analyze the problem statement and perform the matrix multiplication operation. So develop a program to introduce 2D array manipulation and implement matrix multiplication and ensure the rules of multiplication are checked. Okay, so here we need to introduce the concept of 2D arrays actually. So 2D arrays basically contains rows as well as the columns, so which are helpful for implementing the matrix actually. Okay, so you now let us see the basic rule for the matrix multiplication. So we have two matrices here, matrix A, which is of order m cross n, and matrix B, which is of order p cross q. Okay, so then to check whether the matrix multiplication is possible or not, we have to ensure the very primitive condition. The columns of the first matrix, it has to be equal to the rows of the second matrix. So if that condition is true, then only we can able to perform the matrix multiplication. Okay, so otherwise it cannot be performed. So now let us go with the program, how it works. Yes, so now let us have a look on the program. So the detailed explanation tracing everything I have told you in the second module, third module itself. So now in this session, we will see how exactly the program is going to take the input and provide us the required results to perform the matrix multiplication. Okay, yes. So now let us have a quick overview on this program. So stdio.h void main, everything is over. So now we will declare few variables. Two matrices I have taken, A of 10 10, B of 10 10, resultant matrix C of 10 10, m comma n comma pq ijk. So mn and pq are the rows and columns of orders of a matrix A and matrix B respectively. I and j are used for the row initialization and column initialization variables, and k for the resultant matrix. Okay, so now let us very basic condition I have to check to perform the matrix multiplication is performed correct or is possible or not. Okay, for that I have to enter the size of the two matrices. Size of the first matrix and size of the second matrix is going to be entered. Percentage D, ampersand m comma ampersand n for the first matrix, percentage D, ampersand p comma ampersand q for the second matrix. Okay, so now let us check for the condition if n equal to p. That means columns of the first matrix, if it is necessarily equal to the or strictly equal to the rows of the second matrix, then perform the matrix multiplication. So if the condition is true, then you start entering the elements of the first matrix. Start entering the elements of the first matrix. So first one, row initialization has to be done. Next, column initialization. Enter the elements of the first matrix. So next, perform entering the elements of the second matrix. The same thing whatever we have done for the first matrix also. Then perform the matrix multiplication. Okay, yes. So now as we have already seen that if n equal to p, then what will be the resultant matrix? It will be of the order m cross q. Correct, right? So that's why we have taken the for loop starting from for I is equal to 0, I less than m, I plus plus. For j is equal to 0, j less than q, j plus plus. That will be the order of the resultant matrix. And initialize the value of resultant to 0. Then start with the for loop. For k is equal to 0, k less than n, k plus plus. Why I have taken k less than 0, k is equal to 0, k less than n, k plus plus means we have checked for the condition if n equal to p. Okay, that's why. So now perform the matrix multiplication using this formula. C of ij is equal to C of ij plus A of ik into B of kj. That means it is very much similar to the manual matrix multiplication whatever we have seen. That means first row first column into first row first column plus first row second column plus second row first column into second row second column, like that the process has to repeat itself. Okay, so after the result has been obtained, then print out the result, the product of the matrix, and then if the condition fails, then we are going to print the multiplication is not possible. Understand? So this is about the brief overview of the matrix multiplication program. So this is the sample output snapshot screen I have put here. So now let us see how exactly to give the input and how exactly the output looks like. So now let us see that. Okay. Yes. So I have loaded the program here. Yes. Now open the terminal. CC space matrix.c file name.c, that's why matrix.c /a.out. Yes. So now enter the size of the first matrix, 2 cross 2. 2 space 2 has to be given like this. Next one. Now enter the size of the second matrix, 2 space 2. Now check for the condition. N equal to P. Is N equal to P? Yes. Condition is true. That's why start entering the elements to the first matrix. Yes. Enter the elements of the first matrix. 1, 2, 3, 4. These are the elements of the first matrix. Or else either you can give in the form of matrix itself, 1, 2, enter 3 and 4 like this. Yes. Next one is enter the elements of the second matrix. Same elements let us consider, 3 and 4. Now perform the matrix multiplication. Yes. Now the resultant or the product of the two matrices 7, 10, 15, 22. So this is the result of performing the matrix multiplication. So this is when the matrix multiplication is possible. So now let us check for the second condition, matrix multiplication is not possible. That means if the value of n is not equal to p, then we have to print matrix multiplication is not possible. So for that, let us take up the output. Okay. Yes. Now enter the value of the or size of the matrix, order of first matrix, 2 space 3. Okay. Now I will enter the size of the second matrix, 1 space 2. Are they both same? If the value of n equal to p now, 3 equal to 1? No, certainly not. Then what will be the result of this particular order for the first and the second matrix we have taken? It is going to print matrix multiplication is not possible. So is that true? Let us check. Press enter. Yes, multiplication is not possible. Okay, so this is how the matrix multiplication program is going to work. So whatever the elements we have taken for the first case, try to compute the multiplication product by multiplying those two matrices manually and check whether we have obtained the same result what the program has written. So if both are same, then the program is working perfectly. So try to compulsorily run this program, type this program and run the program in the online GDB editor through online and see for different values of inputs and check for the output and test for both the cases. Matrix multiplication is possible and matrix multiplication is not possible. Okay, so and if you have any doubts at any point of time while giving the inputs to this program and seeing the output, so feel free to contact me. I'll explain it once again how to run this program. So that's all for this, and we'll meet in the next particular lab program. Okay, thank you so much.